I thought that about 5, 6 days, however long it's been since the Diablo Immortal update, it would be a good idea for me to share my opinions with you on the update. Now, there's essentially 3 creators still making content regular for Diablo Immortal. It's Veiled Shot, it's myself, and DM Diablo Immortal. I noticed that both of them just put out videos on it, and I figured me probably being the most casual of all players amongst the 3 of us, I should give out my opinion on it as well. I even took some notes on the things that I wanted to touch on today, and that's exactly what I'm going to be giving you guys, is my thoughts, my opinions, the positives we're going to start with. We will end this video on the negatives from this overall update. So first of all, I guess the most positive thing we could talk about is the community's acceptance of it. I think the community's been really excited about this update. We've seen a lot of people that have come back to the game and that have been playing, enjoying it. Servers seem more full. There seems to be more stuff going on, and I don't think it has to do with the new zone inside of the game. So that's the first thing. Overall, it's been a good update for the community. All right. Now, let's talk about no Blood Knight. We were anticipating the Blood Knight would be part of this update. It's not here. The Blood Knight's not here. And you know what? I told you I was going to start with the good things. I don't think that the Blood Knight not being here is bad. To be honest with you, I don't think it matters that we have a new class just yet. For myself personally, I played as Barbarian for about 3 months, 4 months maybe. Now I've been a Wizard for 2 to 3 months, and I'm about to be doing another class change. The plan was to do a class change into the Blood Knight, but now that it's not here, I figured I'm still ready for a change. So I'm going to switch into something different. Stay tuned because I'll be taking you through that. But I don't think that we need a new class every 6 months. I've said this before. I'd be happy with a yearly new class. A new class is huge to the game. It impacts the game in so many different ways. And if we're looking at Diablo Immortal as a 10-year game, doing it every 6 months, that means we're gonna have 20 new classes, a total of 26 classes in the next 10 years. That's a lot. So I'd rather see a yearly new class. With that being said, I do think it's gonna come sooner. I don't think they're going to wait a full year before a new class comes. But I think it's cool. The Blood Knight's not here. That's okay. We didn't need it for this update to be a success. Number 2, let's actually get out of here and let's go into the new zone, which I actually think it looks pretty cool how it is. Storm Point right here on the tip. I like how it looks. This zone overall has been pretty darn great. You could tell from the map right here, it's a large zone, very different from any others that we've seen before. Remember, the whole World Stone was dropped underneath this prison. Actually, I believe that we all have in our satchel here a little, this thing right here, it plays the story. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna watch this right now. Oh, 26 days left. We all have this. If you want to watch in, listen in, you can do that as well in your own game. But this is essentially the journey and everything that went into Storm Point and everything going on there. I think that the zone is great. Not only cosmetically, I love the new enemies that you find inside of the zone. I love the story that was brought to the zone as well. And to be honest with you, I'm not even a story guy. I don't care much about story inside of the game, but I think that they did a good job here with this one. This kind of tells us everything that came through. A lot of these topics I will be talking about today inside of this video, but Storm Point, very good. Is it my new favorite zone? No, I have a new favorite zone, and that's for farming purposes, and I will be getting into that in an upcoming video. I have a new farming spot that I absolutely love. It is not in Storm Point, but like I said, that's for an upcoming video. I think they did this Terrorist Tide update very well, and very happy about it. The new zone was incredible, so props to them there. Let's get into the combat rating bump that we've all been seeing. Now, there are new hell levels, right? So when you come over here, hopefully I am actually in the way. Let's see if I can move myself here. I'm gonna move myself to the corner here. We have hell 6, we have hell 7, and hell 8. Now, of course, with new hell levels, you get new combat rating bumps, right? Like you're able to get better gear and things that can bump your combat rating during this time. So we definitely had a bit of that happening. For me personally, if I take you back over here into my personal combat rating, I bumped about 1,500 combat rating just because of this update. I'm up to almost 8,000 combat rating, which is pretty incredible. Now, I did do a bunch of upgrading here of my gear. I did a bunch of upgrading of my gear over here. Remember, you're able to push challenge rifts even further now because of this update in the new hell level. So I basically was able to push 30 to 35 more challenge rift levels, I believe, than I was before just because of the update. So combat rating is something that we all kind of felt stuck on, right? We all kind of were like, it was definitely a sticking point inside of the game. We wanted to be able to progress, get stronger, push deeper, but it was very difficult to get that combat rating without buying your legendary gems, 5-star legendary gems, and being able to build combat rating there, because honestly, that's not realistic for most people. Most of us cannot spend that kind of money inside of the game, nor do we want to gain combat rating that way. So the new way of doing it worked out well, and I think that really brought people's attention back to the game. People are coming back and saying, oh wow, I'm getting stronger, I'm seeing change, this is happening quickly, this is rewarding. They made Diablo Immortal rewarding, and that was really huge right there. Now, speaking of rewarding, I mentioned the 3 new hell levels. That kind of is all part of this. The 3 new hell levels, it actually automatically bumped me to hell 6. I was in hell 5 upon the update. When I logged in after I downloaded the update, I was already in hell 6. I didn't have to make any changes. This wasn't everyone though. Some people did have to change their hell rating, and yeah, I think it was cool that they kind of just got me in there ready to go. I also got rewards. Oh my gosh, I wonder if I even still have them here that I could show you guys. Let's go over to my mail. I had rewards. Let's see here. Yes, these are the rewards that I grabbed from just the update. I got 2 pieces of legendary gear, a bunch of demonic remains, which we're going to get into in a minute, for hell 1. I got rewarded as well for hell 2. Boom, another 2 legendary pieces, more demonic remains, and some gear. I got it for hell, where was I? Hell 3, same thing. 1 legendary piece of gear in this one. We got it for hell 4, which was 1 piece of legendary gear, demonic remains, gold, and gear. And I got it for hell 5 because these were all the hell levels that I had been through. And then, like I said, they put me right into hell 6. So I got myself 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 legendary pieces of gear, many of which I was actually able to equip 4 or 5 new pieces of legendary gear and set items from this, which brings me to the next part of the game, which has been really great, and that is legendary drops. We've been seeing more legendary drops everywhere. First of all, it has been here with your battle pass, all right? So if we come over here, you'll notice that right over my head here, we have this. Every time you complete 3 dungeons per day, so I should say the first 3 dungeons that you complete per day, you're guaranteed 1 set item. Thank you, because I was running 8, 9 dungeons, never seeing a green light popping up prior to the update. And it was like, man, sometimes you got to spend, like an hour to get 1, maybe 2 set items. Other days you get 2 in a row. I like it now that you're guaranteed 1 every 3 runs. If you haven't figured out how to claim them, you just come right here and you claim it right by clicking on that. Set item drops guaranteed every single day. Also, something that they're guaranteeing every day is when you go to your bounty board, let's actually head on over here. Every time you go to your bounty board and complete your bounties for the day, I believe it's either 4 or 8 bounties. Either way, you complete your bounties for the day, you're going to be getting yourself a guaranteed legendary piece of gear, which is also incredible. You're guaranteeing yourself a new piece of gear every day just from doing some of the easiest stuff inside of the game, which are bounties. I actually love doing the bounties. I find them quite rewarding. And the rewards are just better. You get a legendary every day. You're feeling good about it. The same thing right over here with the Helicory. This is great as well. You're guaranteed for your first bestiary drop every day. So you collect 10 monstrous essence every single day. If you can collect 10, you will then get yourself a legendary piece of gear. It's just really, really nice that we're getting these gear drops just from that. So we have it from legendary drops in the bounties, a legendary drop in the in the Helicory or in the Bestiary or in the Heraldric Altar, call it what you will. Plus, we have more legendaries being dropped in dungeons. But those are going to be, of course, in the greens. Let me refer to my notes right now because there was more that I want to talk about. Helicory. How could I forget? Let's go to our UI right here. If we go to our satchel, you'll notice that things have changed. These used to be right up here, right? But now they're here. Of course, we have our resonance. We have this right here, which is what your ancestral properties are, which are great. They haven't changed in any way, really. But here, the Helicory. It's been reworked. Notice I have 5 things selected. Let's go view our Helicory and let's move me right over here out of the way. All right. So to upgrade our Helicory, we have this new stuff right here. This is called your Void Blood Slag. It allows you to upgrade your Helicory to the next level. Essentially, they're getting rid of the Scoria, which then gets converted into Hellfire Scoria. Now you're going to be using this. It seems to be the same kind of a conversion rate, except for you get this stuff so much more easily. Helicories, not only this Helicory right here, but the actual battles reward you so much more. You get demonic remains, which we can use right over here, which if you're not using the demonic remain, you can then turn into, you basically just salvage it and it turns into Void Blood Slag. So you could essentially quickly or more quickly upgrade your Helicory. I actually upgraded in 2 levels the first day after doing just my 5 Helicories. I was able to upgrade very, very quickly. But now we have 5 slots for the demonic remains. And when you do these battles against Helicory bosses, you earn demonic remains from the battles. If you see green arrows popping up on that piece, you know it could replace. Now we have purple, we have blue, we have a darker blue, a green, and an orange. All of these are going to be over here on the side. You could replace them with the same color items. Essentially, to make it easy for you guys, whenever you see green arrows up, put the stronger ones in, and you're going to see it's going to give you the buffs that you have right over here: intelligence, fortitude, vitality, etc., etc. The system just seems to make more sense now, and you get more opportunity to put more bonus attributes in with that extra slot. I'm a fan of it. I think they did a nice job with the Helicory. Plus, we're getting more legendary pieces of gear dropping inside of the Helicory battles. So you're finishing battles, you're getting like 2 demonic remains and 2 legendary pieces of gear for each battle. That's like what it's typically looking like, which is really nice. The legendary drops have been so much better inside of this update. No complaints there whatsoever. And as I look right here, one other thing that I really like about the update, guys, we'll kind of come on over here. Super easy one. When you come on over here to the events, notice we have the Brumaltine event. You have daily tasks that you can do, and these daily tasks are going to allow you to get some rewards. We got some rare crests. You're going to be able to get yourself a pearl, which is cool, and 1 legendary crest. Still have to do my Elder Rifts for the day. We'll get those done. We have the gifts. So every single day that there is a day on here. So like today was the 17th. We got some gifts. 18th, 24th, 25th, January 1st, December 31st, and January 1st. You get rewards just for logging in the game. It's their way of saying happy holidays to you from Diablo Immortal. And then the greeting card system, which is just a way to kind of be nice to your friends. Let's see if there's someone in here that I haven't. We're going to go to Bob right here. We're going to confirm. We're going to send him a greeting. Anyone that we want, you choose it, you confirm it, you confirm, and it sends it off with that nice little animation. Now, if I move myself out of the way again, we'll put myself back up here. Go over to sent. You see, you get rewards for sending them up, just these normal gems, which is really, really nice that you could just get some upgrades as well. You also have a history log of all the ones that you've received and all the ones that you have sent as well. And let's see where I am right now on the map. As you can see, there's a tree right over here. There's a Christmas tree right here. The best one to go to, that's the easiest to interact with because there's nothing else in the way, is right here, where you can view cards that you've received. I've received 36 out of 50. You do get rewards if you get up to 50. I think there were rewards for 10, 20, and 50. So if I get 50, I think it is a legendary crest or something I can earn from that. Wow. That was a lot. And actually one more just popped into my head. Now we have more levels. We can upgrade our gear right here. I believe it's to level 30. And over here, our gear can now be leveled up to level 15. And if you come on over to the bag, let me move myself out of the way again for you. You'll notice that over here, we now have Cryptic Crystal, which is to use to upgrade our secondary gear to level 15. So after level 10, you need this Cryptic Crystal, which you'll get from your challenge rifts primarily. And we also got ourselves, where are they? For legendary items, the Flowing Shard. This is going to allow you to rank your legendary gear up to level 30. So that got itself a boost as well. Remember, prior to that, it used to be right here, getting us to level 20. I anticipate this is going to continuously go higher as the years go on for your primary gear so that you continuously have that grind. I'm getting a lot less glowing shards now and a lot more of these right here, the flowing shards. Now, you can use flowing shards in place of glowing shards to get these upgrades on. I currently have it deselected because I didn't want to be wasting materials in any way. So let me show you. If you come right over here to general, and if we scroll, was it in general? I think it was. Automatically, let me go a little bit lower. I actually saw this in one of DM's videos. I took it upon myself to turn this off. Automatically use lower tier and higher tier salvage materials for upgrading. If I turn this on, I now can use the new shards or whatever they're called to upgrade the legendary gear. If I have it turned off, I cannot. I'm purposefully keeping it off until I get all of my secondary gear up to level 10. Once these are to level 10, then I'll turn it off because then I don't have to worry anymore about getting enough materials to grind my secondary gear. I honestly don't think it's a big deal either way. But yeah, we got these slots that are able to be upgraded as well now. Now, the negatives from the update. I know you can't see this list, but this is all the positive right here. And there's only 2 that I have up here that are negative. So let's get into the negatives right now. 1. Has to do with one of the other things inside of the game that is an event. Let's come on over to the events. Right here. This Phantom Market. The Sacred Wilds set. You get 10 free tokens. You get your first spin. On my first spin, I got this piece of gear. It's nothing that's that nice, honestly. I'll probably never wear it. Everyone wants this right here. This is a cross-class cosmetic. What this means is you could use it on any class that you may ever change to. This tells me that the mechanic is inside of the game so that if you buy a skin, if I buy the barbarian, I can then use it on my wizard, or I could use it on my necromancer, or my crusader, or my demon hunter, all right? I love this, but they're still not all that way. When you go to the shop, there are still class-bound pieces of character art, of skins. So if I buy something with 1,000 orbs, let me show you. If I come over here to the store and I buy, it's loading, it shows you that I never go to the store. Wow, is it like jammed up? If I go to the shop, is it gonna load this time? It's completely broken. My store is broken because I never go to it. I go to it once a month to buy like the battle pass. All right, it's not even working. If I were to go buy a regular skin, I guess there's another way I could do it. I can come right over here and I can go to cosmetics. If I were to go to a skin and I wanted to buy this one would be, let me see if I can unlock it here, what it does. Oh, that's so weird. It's completely like wonked up on PC for me. All right, it's not working. It would be a class-bound cosmetic. I'd spend 1,000 orbs. It would only be on that one class. But now we do have the ability, because we see it in the events right here, to be able to get a character skin and use it across all of our classes. So why are all the skins not like this? I will not buy skins inside of the game until they are cross-class. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'll buy the battle pass and I'll get skins that are class-bound from that, but there's other rewards as well. That's why I really buy it. $5 a month, by the way. But I'm not going to buy a skin. I did it with my barbarian. It was a waste of my money because I'm not even playing the barb anymore, unless if it's cross-class. Also, the chances of you getting this one right here, it's a whole set, are extremely slim. If we want that, where is it here? The Sacred Wild set, you have a 0.2, or actually it was in the beginning. This is me now because I've already gotten these two. It was initially like a 0.01% chance of getting it. Extremely slim. on your first roll. On your second roll, your chances would get better. Now on my third roll, I have a 0.2% chance of getting it. Essentially, you're most likely not going to get it until a later roll inside, where they get more and more expensive. If it takes you all the way to your 2,000 obols, which are essentially orbs, right? You can actually use orbs that you have, which is why I used my second set of them. I just used orbs that I had to give it another roll, and I got this emote right here. It's going to cost you over $100 for this cross-class skin. That is a lot of money. I don't like the gambling element in here. I don't like how it is. $100 is too much to spend on this event. I didn't like that. I thought it was bad. I thought it was just not cool. You know what? I just nailed them both in one. I think the Phantom Market offer just was a little bit greedy. Expecting people to pay, I think it was like $120 or $130 if they wanted to get all the stuff right here. $130 for a skin. At least it's cross-class. The other part of it that I didn't love is cross-class cosmetic is in the game. It's part of the game. Yet they're not doing it for all the skins. You'll get more money out of people, in my opinion, if you could use it across the classes so we can enjoy these skins everywhere. I kind of rambled on a little bit about a few of these things here today, guys, but I hope you enjoyed my overall review. I think that overall, this is the best update that we've seen yet inside of the game. Server merges and servers changes and being able to switch servers was a great update and much needed inside of the game. That was a few months back. This one, though, really addressed a lot of things for the players. Combat rating up, more legendary items. We've been seeing more ways to get legendary crests from more legendary gems, the pearls, and a whole bunch of other things. It's been good. Diablo Immortal literally gets better every single update. There's always going to be ways to improve. That goes with any game. I think this is a huge win for Blizzard, and they are headed in the right direction. Remember, we are only 6 months into Diablo Immortal, and I can't wait to see what the next 6 months will bring us. Make sure you let me know your thoughts on the update in the comments section below and subscribe for regular Diablo Immortal videos. And be good.